Hey everybody, welcome to my 60s inspired makeup tutorial, complete with Twiggy-esque lower lashes. I'm starting out with Nars concealer. I do put it on my eyelid, it helps your eyeshadow to set a little bit more. I'm also covering my under eye circles, all my blemishes, and any other non-cooperative red marks that have decided to grace their presence on my face today. Next, I'm going to put a layer of eyeshadow from my eyebrow down to my lash line, and this is Urban Decay's ABC Gum. It's a nice neutral eyeshadow that just helps even out your skin tone. Next, I'm going in with Pure Minerals Mineral Eye Defining Pencil in Onyx and just filling in that lower lash line a bit. For this look, you're going to want to keep the eyeliner off of your waterline and try to do it just underneath your lashes. However, on the top, I do want it mostly on my waterline, just for now. Careful not to poke yourself in the eye, it hurts really bad. Filling in your waterline on the top makes your upper lashes look really full at the base. And once you have that as thick as you want it to be, you can start on the top half and just filling in slow strokes above the top of your lashes. Now you're going to start with the wings. What I like to do is find the corner of my eyebrow and make an invisible line between the corner of my eyebrow and the corner of my eye and start a line about a quarter of the way between the two. You can use more or less distance depending on how dramatic you want them to be. Feel free to take your time with this part. You want them to be as even as possible. And while I'm anti-tugging at your eye when you're putting on eyeliner, hello early onset crow's feet, sometimes you just have to get that perfect wing. Once you have your desired wing shape, connect the top to the bottom by filling in that corner. If you feel like your eyes get a little bit too beady with this, leave a gap of your natural skin in that corner of your eye. That'll keep it from looking as closed off. Next, you're going to wipe away any runoff that managed to get its way onto your lower waterline. A lot of times that runoff will come from poking yourself in the eye and your eyes watering, like I did. And you're going to go over your lower lash line with Nars Larger Than Life Longwear Eyeliner in Santa Monica Boulevard. Nice and white to brighten up your eyes a little bit and make them look large. This eyeliner is also great when you just want more of a doe-eyed effect with your everyday look. Go over your lower lash line and then fill in the corners of each eye as well. Next, we're going to go in with a black eyeshadow and put that in from your lash line to the crease that's about halfway up your eyelid. I am using a matte black. It is from the Urban Decay Naked Basics palette. I seriously use that palette like every day. It has the best matte finish shades in it, and it's great for every skin tone. Try and keep this section as clean as possible, but if you need to, you can go over it with a damp sponge. Next, you're going to go over the shadow that you just did and refine that top line of it with the Nars Eyeliner Stylo. It has a felt tip, and it just does really good precision work. Take your time with this one too, because it's really easy to accidentally breathe and bump your hand and get a smudge. And it is waterproof, so it's not easy to fix mistakes. A semi-gross yet effective way to remove unwanted waterproof eye product is by your own, please don't use anybody else's, saliva. I know, not fun, not pretty, possibly smelly if you didn't brush your teeth, but the acid in saliva will wipe away any unwanted waterproof smudges or marks from when you accidentally sneeze. And then you have dots all around your eye from your freshly mascaraed eyelashes that haven't had time to dry yet. Once you have your outline where you want it, go over it again with the matte black, just to make it a little bit more dark and crisp. After you go over it with the eyeshadow, run a Q-tip along the top if you had any of the dust land where you didn't want it to. Creating this top shape is one of the most important parts. So don't worry if you have to keep going over the section back and forth between the eyeshadow and the eyeliner. Just take your time and make sure everything is placed right where you want it to be. And there I go, tugging at my eyes again. So when I'm whining about crow's feet in a future episode, I will have to just remember this day. Next, I'm going to be using the only shimmery shadow from the Naked Basics palette, just to add a little bit of a pop to that top half of your eye. The contrast between the matte black and the shimmer top really help enhance each other nicely. Now I'm going to go over my lower waterline again with a white pencil. I had a little bit too much shadow fall down there and I wanted to keep it bright. Clean up any runoff from the eyeshadow or eyeliner from underneath your lower lashes with a Q-tip. Be gentle with it and remember to use soft, smooth strokes. Now I'm going to add a little bit more concealer just to brighten up my under eye. They're still looking a little bit too dark for my liking. Then I'm going to blend it all in. I'm going to be using the ABC gum again just to set that concealer in. I'm kind of using the eyeshadow as a setting powder. It's matte and it's neutral and it's great. Today I wanted to keep my skin with a nice matte finish. So instead of using a liquid foundation, I'm using the Pure Minerals 4-in-1 Pressed Powder Foundation. The color I'm using is light tan. The coverage is pretty full, but it's not 100%, so I did have to go over a couple blemishes with concealer, and then a second layer of foundation over my whole face. Also from Pure Minerals, I have the Mineral Glow, which I'm using as a contour. I'm just going to enhance my cheek shadows a little bit, go over my forehead so it looks like I get more sun than I do, put a little bit more definition in my jawline, then I'm putting just a tiny bit along the sides of my nose. For my cheeks, I have the Nars blush in the color called Outlaw, which makes it exciting. So I'm going to just put a very light coat starting out. I don't want it to be too heavy right off the bat. I like the option to be able to build up if need be. So just blending that in pretty good, and then I like to dip it in and just dab right around the circles of my cheek to make those pop. For my lips, I wanted a nice shiny pink, so I went with the Ulta brand Super Shiny Lip Gloss number 21. For my mascara, I'm using the ever faithful L'Oreal Voluminous Volume Building Mascara in Blackest Black. I've tried so many different mascaras, and there are some that I love and some that are but for some reason I always go back to this one when I'm in a pinch and I just need mascara quickly. You can put on as many coats as you like. I wanted them to be pretty dramatic, so I went with several coats. Just make sure they've had time to dry before you start on your lower lashes. Your lower lashes will be a little bit more technical, and you don't want to have any smudges. Really make sure you take time for your lower lashes as they are a bit more precise. So you're going to put one coat of mascara on your lower lashes, and then with tweezers, you're going to pinch a cluster of lashes together into a clump so it looks more like you have 5 or 6 clusters of hair as opposed to a nice full set. You want to do each eye one at a time because you don't want the eyelashes to be dry when you do this. Also be very careful not to pull your eyelashes out because that hurts really badly. And then your eyes water, and then all this work you did on your eyes starts to run everywhere. It's a mess, really. Now just repeat the process on the other side. Now you're going to take your eyeliner pencil and draw a line straight down underneath each cluster of lashes. This is what will really give you that Twiggy-inspired look. Once again, keeping in mind that you can make them as drastic or as simple as you want them to be. To fill in the eyebrows, I'm using an angled brush, and once again using the ever so purposeful Urban Decay Naked Basics palette. Follow the direction of the hair on your eyebrow with the angle of the brush, using small strokes to fill it in so they don't get too stringy. Then use your fingers to press down any loose powder that's sticking out. And that's it, everybody! Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Please hit like and subscribe and comment below with an era of hair or makeup styles that you want me to show you. For the full how-to, click on the link below to see how I did my hair for this photo shoot you're seeing now. Follow me on Instagram, Blvd Salon. Follow my sister-in-law on Instagram. She's the photographer for this awesome shoot. She is at Oceana. Thank you so much, everybody. I'll see you later.